Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Brahma Kumaris Silicon Valley live meditation. This month, we are focusing on being a better version of ourselves, and today is day 3. So we've been talking about the building blocks. What is the process for becoming a better version, and we established that self-awareness is key in order for us to build up our self-worth, our self-esteem, our self-respect, and really then once we have unshakable respect for ourselves, no matter what, we don't lose regard for ourselves when we are not dependent on anything, anyone for self-respect, then being a better version of ourselves become very, very easy. So the whole month is dedicated to that. So we are focusing right now on the first few days, the foundation, the groundwork that we need to do. And then the following few weeks, we will be focusing on how practically we use the foundation to bring about changes in every sphere of our life, right? So let's get started with a meditation commentary to relax ourselves. Let's take few deep breaths in silence. With every breath in, move inwards, and moving inwards becomes easy when we release the burdens of the past, work, people, home, responsibilities, body. When we release everything from our mind for few minutes, everything can wait while we connect to be with the most divine being, I, the soul. Nothing at this moment matters. The mind will continue to throw the mud of past, of people who've not been nice to us, of situations where we made mistakes. Indeed, there is a lot of negativity around us in the form of people, situations, past, work, and even our own experiences. But I just need a new awareness to not be affected by all the pulls of the mind. So in the darkness around me, where my mind keeps loading up the burdens of negativity, I light a flame of new awareness within me. Spiritual knowledge is the light that can remove the darkness from within. And when I, the inner being, is awakened due to the light, I remember that I am a beautiful lotus flower, the one that grows in the mud, the dirty soil all around it, yet remains untouched by it. When I didn't have a light within, I made excuses that it's not possible to stay positive in negative surroundings. I blamed others for my anger, for my low confidence, for my pain. The spiritual knowledge is removing the darkness within me, and I, the lotus flower, is blooming with innocence, softness, and purity. I look at others with pure vision that, like me, they also have lost their light within, and that is why are roaming in darkness of negativity. I ignite a light for them by sending them a strong, pure, and powerful wish that you are a pure soul, a child of God. Never before have I felt so clean, so pure and innocent. The light of knowledge and an awareness that I am a pure being, the most elevated creation of God, has changed my perspective, has made me better version of myself. I, the pure being, has a heart with a wish of becoming a butterfly, a colorful, vibrant butterfly, and nothing can stop me from being a better version of myself. Welcome, everyone, once again to being a better version of yourself. Just a quick recap on our fundamentals that we've been talking about, that the first step, the foundation, is awareness, and out of which we start making efforts, right? If our awareness is that I am a person at work, then all my self-worth will be based on the skills at work, the position at work, the praise at work, and so on. And based on how much I'm accumulating at work, I will feel either high or low self-esteem, and depending on that, my respect, regard for the self will change. And that is why being a better version of yourself will be a big question mark. It depends. Sometimes maybe, but even though I might feel that I'm a better version, I might not look at others as a better version. I would want all of them to be below me, and that itself makes me the lowest, right? So we will continue to check that. One other thing that we all start doing when we are basing our awareness on the limited identities that we had talked about yesterday, like whether I am a body, a person at work, or a relation, or a particular talent, could be my country, very proud about being a particular citizen, and so on, then typically these identities will generate a typical kind of net worth in us. Suppose I am someone at work, I identify myself as a lot at someone at work, then how do I gauge my value? What value am I bringing to this world? What is my contribution? Then if I want to really check, typically we rely on two methods. The gauge that we use to measure our self worth is result based. How was my performance? Did people like me or not? So these two become our major sources of measuring our value, right? So results are never guaranteed, right? Sometimes they are good. I might put in my 100%. I did everything I could, and maybe the results also showed okay, but nobody said anything about it. Maybe neither positive nor negative. Does it mean I am a failure? Right? But when I look at people and only based on their feedback, I decide my value, that I am valuable or not valuable, then my feelings or end result will always fluctuate. So the gauge that we are using to measure our value is actually something that will give us inconsistent, random, and out of control. So I might say I'll learn every skill, I will put in all the hard work, yet success is not guaranteed, recognition is not guaranteed. It's very random. And that does live us, we go through these cycles of superiority and inferiority complex, and there is a part of us that starts dying, that doesn't want to try anymore, because it's a rat race. People are random. Sometimes randomly they keep praising, sometimes they don't, and you keep wondering why, what happened. It's an important thing, right? My net worth is in the hands of these people, and the results, which are not fully in my control, because there could be multiple people involved in that project. So when we base our measurement of our net worth on which our self esteem and self respect is standing, then there are a lot of issues that start happening when we use an incorrect gauge, right? And just wanted to go over some of that. When first thing that happens is we lose our identity, because self respect is a huge thing. And if it is people who are going to decide whether I'm valuable or not, guess what? We have to start pleasing them, right? Because everything is in their hand, their control. They have the power to tell I am valuable or I am not valuable. So we start doing things that make people happy, and as a result we lose our identity. We might have certain principles and values that we believe in. For example, we don't believe in casual drinking, or maybe we don't believe in non-vegetarianism, we believe in vegetarian. But because we want people to like us, we want people to feel like we are like them, we start copying everything so that they will be happy and they will praise me, they will recognize me. Because my self-worth, it's a huge thing, is dependent on people. And each one of us is a unique being with our beautiful set of qualities. We start killing that uniqueness, and instead of being a lion that leads, we become a sheep that follows. We don't set our own path where people can follow us, but we become the sheeps. And, we are falling in our eyes, in our own eyes, and we are saying, oh, whatever, at least we will rise in people's eyes. So it's a question to ask, does it even matter? After killing my values, my identity, my uniqueness, I am pleasing people, does it even matter? And do these people even really get pleased? Bottom line is, someone who's fallen in their own eyes can never rise in anybody's eyes. This is the law. But our ego, our incorrect beliefs fool us, cheat us. We become so weak. We can't respect ourselves, so we look at people and then we become dependent on them. The next thing that happens is, because we are constantly trying to please people, to make sure that they recognize us, they find us valuable, so we start doing everything that they want us to. And then we start singing the sad song. Everybody is taking advantage of me, they are taking me for granted. It's a question we should ask ourselves. Can anybody take advantage of us without our permission? Okay, maybe one time they fooled me, but if I am getting fooled again and again, whose fault is it? It's my own selfishness that I want to be in people's good book. And that is why I am doing anything they want me to. And then I am sitting and crying. They are taking advantage of me. Who allowed them? Then we feel exasperated. It's not an easy thing to kill our identity and keep doing whatever people want us to. Majority of us live that kind of a life. Maybe not full life, but a big portion of it is making sure others are pleased. And then we feel exasperated because, nobody gets impressed when you don't have any stand. When you have your stand, yes, there might be a little bit of a friction, but there is a subtle respect in other person eyes that, oh my gosh, this person has an opinion, has a stand. But we have become so weak that we can't even stand up for ourselves and our voice. Here the idea is not to not be flexible or anything and just keep doing whatever we want. The idea here is that indeed with our family and everyone we need to adjust, we need to cooperate, but there is some uniqueness in us. There are certain principles and values that we have built up and we believe in it. The problem comes when we start cooperating by letting go of all our beliefs. That's when we are becoming a people pleaser, we are being taken advantage of, and then we feel exasperated, complete frustration and fed up. And indeed, because we see trying so hard, killing our identity, trying to please people, they are still not pleased. They are still not respecting us, recognizing us. A part of us dies, and we don't want to try anything anymore. We give up. One of the most beautiful qualities of a human species is its ability to learn and grow, improve. This quality doesn't exist in this kind of capacity in any other species like it does in a human being. But this wrong gauge of looking at people, looking at results to decide if I am good or bad, am I thumbs up or thumbs down, ends us up making us a huge dependent, someone that we cannot be proud of. And here we were trying this method to become more respectable. How? We can't when we become a people pleaser by losing our own identity. So, very important to take care of these small aspects. These are roadblocks to become a better version. The butterfly wings will be chopped if we keep using incorrect gauge to check how valuable I am. We can't give such an important task of self respect to so many people, and we don't have one person right in our life. We have many people, and if so many people get to rate us, and their rating is random, it's not based on how much I put in my effort or what I did. No, they just randomly rate us. How dangerous is that? So we will continue our talk on this tomorrow, and really see how do we correct all of these things that we have built up. And yes, if you feel these methods are not working for you also, please join us again for how we start changing all our different beliefs and gauges and meters. And but before we end today's program, let's do a meditation. I am a free bird. My home is the sky, the entire world. I have no boundaries and restrictions. I am a free bird. My inability to respect thyself caused me to become a prisoner of a cage where I became dependent on people and results. Many times this cage is beautiful, made out of gold, studded with diamonds and gems, has all the comfort inside of it. This is nothing where people are hanging out with us, laughing with us, praising us, wanting our company, and we get carried away that this is a beautiful cage. I can live here, and we forget that is still a cage. I cannot become dependent on others for my respect. My respect is my business. I am the caretaker. I decide if I am respectable or not. And I am a wise, mature soul. I always rate myself respectable. You are a beautiful, respectful, valuable soul. My rating is never random, never inconsistent. I always rate myself positively, and it's not because I am blindly in love with myself. It is because God, truth, also rates me as an honorable and valuable gem. He always sees the potential that I, the soul, has. He sees the complete truth of me. He understands that in the long journey in this world drama, where I, the soul, went through many cycles of life and death, I lost my original divinity. It was bound to happen. But God chooses to look at my original form and always rates me as a pure, respectable, and valuable soul. And I, the child of God, copies everything of my Father. I am just like my Father. So I refuse to give up on myself. I maintain faith in my Father and also in myself, that I, the cocoon, will be a butterfly one day, free to fly. When I maintain regard for thyself independently independently, then nobody can stop the butterfly from emerging and flying. I am a free bird. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Hope you have a good evening, and also recommend thinking a little bit about all the things we've been talking about. We've been practicing different awareness every day in meditation. Highly recommend you to think about these things and what are some other awareness that you can develop so that you feel this better version of yours emerging. The awareness can be practiced anytime, even while doing dishes. It doesn't have to be restricted only during meditation. At least we at Brahma Kumaris practice this anytime, whenever this mind doesn't need to be intellectually occupied for any kind of mundane task. We practice these various different awareness. Awareness is the foundation to build solid, unshakable self respect. So, with that, thank you all once again.